This is your last margin call with your host, Beck and Tim.
Alright, let's make this video super quick. We got 4 plays, we got Southwest, we got Hershey, we got American Express, and we got Intel. Same thing as always, we're going to explain it just a tiny bit. The white lines, gray lines on the chart are going to be the implied move. So let's jump into this and let's make this about a 5-minute video tops. First one up is going to be Love Southwest, LUV. It's going to be running a butterfly, 31, 32, 33. Should run you about 23. So basically what you want it to do is stall around that 31 to 33 area, and anything between that area, you're collecting that premium off of the 32s. So it's a pinning play, pinning strategy. It's going to cost you less because it's a precision play, meaning that you have to target it really small in order to maximize that profit for a little downside on that. That's the play for Southwest. There's a couple other things you can do. I would probably be selling call credit spreads, but there's not really that much that you can collect on that, and it's a little bit risky in case everything is priced in. You don't want to be on the wrong side of that. The next one up is going to be Hershey. I was trying for a double diagonal on this. Double diagonal means that I'm going to be selling a strangle on that one, then buying a strangle for protection for next week. And so that one was a 33 put for selling this week, a 150 call for this week as well. So you're selling it, you want it to stay between there, and you're buying the protection of the 152 fives, and then you're going to be buying the 132 protection on the put. Should run you about 116 if you mid-mark that, but if you didn't mid-mark that, the spread is insanely wide. I sat there for about a couple hours this morning just seeing if it would get filled. It didn't. So I didn't end up going with that. Another thing you could do with this one is an Iron Condor, obviously running on this. Again, same thing that's going to be a problem. The spread on these contracts is going to be really hard to get in and out. You might have to leg into each thing. So the Iron Condor, 131, 133 for the put side, 149, 152 for the call side, and that should run you, I believe it was 170-ish. Again, it's wide, so it could vary a lot in terms of where you get actually filled on that, but that's generally where I found the mid-mark when I was going over these plays. Next one is going to be American Express. All right, obviously going through the COVID pandemic that's been going on. Online sales, obviously you have to pay with a credit card or debit card, so whatever. So that's going to be my bias to this, is an upside on that. And so that's why I went with an 84-86 debit vertical call spread. All right, so I'm paying when I always say you got to sell on these types of things, you'll have a higher probability. I'm playing to my bias a little bit here, and that's going to be okay. And then the last one, I actually just got filled on this, so that's actually pretty awesome for me. I ran a double diagonal on Intel, so INTC, Intel. What I did with this one, it is tight, but it's what I wanted. All right, so I'm selling a 57 put for this week, and I'm selling a 62 call for this week. So that's going to be that. And then what I'm doing is I'm adding the protection next week, all right, by buying a 62 call for next week and buying a 57 put for that week. So it caps it off on the end. It ran me about 119 to put that on. And then it looks like the Batman helmet. All right, really simple. It's going to curve at the bottom and cap me off since it's a debit, it's 119 on the downside. But then I get those 2 Batman spikes that are going to be between the 162 and 57, and a little dip underneath between those numbers. The problem that you have to have is that the longer this goes on, if you got to collect from this week, and then you have to worry about which side it's going to be going till next week. So it could take some active management in order to do this. You can let it ride out, but you obviously worry about the pullback and drawdown while maintaining that and holding that position. All right, so we did that in under 5 minutes. We got 4 plays: Southwest, Hershey, American Express, Intel. All right. The ones that I didn't want to go over was Domino's. The spreads, it's impossible. Don't even try for it. The other ones I might throw out there are Verizon, is Friday, and American Airlines. But I said, I said we did Dow this week with Dallas Delta, and then we did Love Southwest right on this one. And I said once you play one, you kind of either your mind shifts into the bias of this is what it's going to do, or it plays off of the other ER. So once you play one, I always try to back away and just stay steady and only just play one, maybe two tops in case I got one wrong and I want to try to correct it the next time, all within the same sector. All right, we will see you guys next week. Next week is going to be just as big. It's going to be more plays. It's going to be, I think it's one of the bigger ones. Apple's going to be out there, I believe, and a couple of other huge ones. I'll have to check though. But we will see you then.